Hi everyone, Mike Mixon from Keyboardamerica.com and .co here at Lewis Beach, Delaware. Welcome to the first time setup of your Tyros. Now, as you know, we're the #1 Tyros website in the world, and we set up our Tyros maybe a little bit differently than you're used to doing if you've watched some other videos. The way we set it up makes it more user-friendly. And when you go to our video lessons page where it says start here, first watch that Tyros user video, and that explains why we're doing things the way we're doing them to make playing your Tyros more user-friendly, more fun, and very easy. Now, if you already have a Tyros and you've stored registrations for songs into your registration memories 1 through 8 and multiple banks, you're going to first want to watch video 3B and transfer those settings for songs into your music finder. And that's very easy to do. And once you do that, you'll be able to watch this video start to finish and have your Tyros set up just the way you want it. So let's get to the meat and potatoes of setting up your Tyros. For any of you that have my book bundles and have my USB stick, you can load my favorite 8 sounds into your registration memories and also my favorite 8 big band sounds. And if you bought the book bundle or book bundles, then you get weekly emails of updated music with where to change variations and which style to use and your OTS settings and all that stuff. But make sure you watch the Tyros user video first, and once again, transfer your registrations into Music Finder before you start this process. That way you won't lose anything. So let's get started. Okay, so if you already have a Tyros, this is the first step you do after you've transferred your settings for songs from your registration memory to your music finder. If you just got your Tyros brand new out of the box, forget about this step, you won't have to do it. So we're going to go into function, we're going to go into utility. Now it's going to be over on configuration 1, and just use your tab button to tab over to system reset. And we're going to go down to registration. I'm going to unclick this box here. This is if you do a whole factory reset. And here I'm just going to turn on registration by hitting the enter button. And then you just hit factory reset. Are you sure you want the rest to reset checked items? Yes, we're going to hit yes, because I'm going to resave a sound or two for you just to show you the process. So we're going to hit yes, now executing, and you're going to see all my registrations go dark here, just like it was just out of the box. So that's all set and ready to go. So now we'll exit out of there and let's start setting up the Tyros. Okay, step 1, turn your accompaniment on. That's the first thing you do. Now you're going to go back over into your function button, and let's get a different look at the screen. And we're going to press function again. Now this time you're going to hit the C button, which says style settings, split point, and chord fingering. And we're going to go to split point first. So split point, I like to put mine on B2, and it'll say B2 here, and this one says A3, but I'm going to hit the up buttons here, and I'm going to move this all the way up to C6. So I got B2, B2, C6. And I have my split point right here. Now to change your split point, you just simply turn the dial. And you want to be on style when you do that, just like that. And you can see it moving up and down the keyboard. We're done there. We don't have to hit save or anything like that. And we're going to go over to chord fingering now. And I like mine on multi-finger. Now you can just scroll the dial to put it where you like it if you're a single finger player or multi-finger, or fingered. In multi-finger, you can play single finger chords and full chords. So that's why I like multi-finger the best there. Once again, you don't have to hit save or anything like that. That's going to be done now. So we'll just exit out of that. So that's how we save what's called the split point on there and the chord fingering. So we're all set up. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is take my assign slider, move it down, and move it all the way back up again. Okay? And that's interesting because we're going to make a change now to that. I'm going to hit the direct access button. I am going to move my assign slider so that that screen comes up. Anytime you hit direct access and another button, the right screen will come up, so you don't have to look at the owner's manual to know where to go. It's a great button. And it's on keyboard volume right now. Well, I sing a lot, so I put it on mic reverb depth. And that gives me reverb on my voice to make me sound better. Once again, you don't have to hit save or anything like that. You just exit right out to the main screen again. Okay, believe it or not, we're not far from being done. What you want to do right now is just make sure all of your balances are at 100 all the way across, with the exception of right one. You want that one at 127. Now you can use these up and down arrows to move them up and down, or you can move the slider to move it up and down. You have a little more control if you're using the tabs than you do the slider. So everything at 100 except for right one. The next thing we're going to do is hit the memory button right here, right above the 8 registration memories. And you're going to see on my first page there, my first line, you want song and style off. Now you can use your data wheel to scroll and the enter button to turn things off and on, so you do not have to use this mark on and off button here if you don't want to. So the first line, you want voice, multipad, and audio on. In the second line, you want harmony, you want tempo off, pedal, text, and slider on. So everything on in the middle row except tempo. On the third row, you want transpose and scale off, and you want VH mic and line out on. And it's that simple. So you can hit exit out of here now. Now while we're here, we're going to save your first sound into your registration memories. Now let me get a little bit of different camera angle on this. Now I do have a couple videos just on this by itself, saving sounds, and there's 2 of them on there. One's a little more saving sounds in depth, and I'm going to do a couple for you here with the in-depth thing so you can do everything at one time. So the way we're using it, we're going to change the one-touch settings, and that's talked about in the Tyros user video, to where Yamaha has 4 great right-hand sounds to go into each style. But you're going to change them for your songs, but they're still going to be in there. And if you watch the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to press piano, and my favorite piano is the Concert Grand, and I'm right there right now. And I'm going to hit voice set, which is the 5 down button. Now I like my sounds to have a little more reverb to give them liveliness. So I'm on common right now. I'm going to tab over until I get to effect and EQ, and I'm going to raise my reverb depth here in the lower corner to 40. Now all I have to do is hit memory and 1. That is saved in there with that extra reverb that quick. Now I know that I always keep my sax on number 3. Now here's a little trick. If you're only saving a couple right now, as long as you put one of the presets you've saved on, one of your registration memories on first, when you turn your Tyros back on, it remembers all the settings that we just did from step 1. So 1's on right now, so I'm going to go over to my woodwind. I'm going to choose my jazz sax there. I'm going to hit voice set, which is the the voice set. Let's exit back out there. Voice set is 5 down. And guess what? I'm still on that effect and EQ page. It remembered that's really where I want to be. So I'm just going to raise this up to 40 again because I like my sax at 40. I'm going to hit memory 3. Now that's stored in there. So you just continue on saving your sounds, your favorite sounds, 1 through 8. And of course, when we save custom one-touch settings for each song, you're going to be able to bounce back and forth from here to here at any time, whether you're playing any style or not. You're not handcuffed. You've got 12 great sounds for every song that you want to play. Okay, now I'm going to hit the exit out button so I get out to the main screen. I'm going to exit right now. And I took out all of my registrations so I could do this video. So I'm going to put my memory stick and my USB stick again into my Tyros so I don't have to redo all of my sounds that I have in here. So the stick is in. It says device is connected. And now I just exit out to the main screen. I'm going to push where it says new bank here, registration. I'm going to push the J, and I'm going to tab over to my USB. I'm going to press Mike's registrations there, and I'm going to go to menu 2 and hit copy. And now I'm just going to hit all, and then hit OK. And I'm going to put them in my user, which mine are already in there, but I'll hit menu 2's up, so all I have to do is hit paste. And the names already exist. Do you want to overwrite? Sure, why not? And yes again. Once again now my registration banks come up. Here's Mike's Big Band, here's Mike's Favorite 8, and let's take a look at it now. Okay, so now if I want to play a song that my registrations are in, I hit Music Finder. Okay, I'm going to go to Favorites, and let's see, I want to do Cheek to Cheek, which I did last week. I might want to do Easter Parade. I just hit Enter. It knows which intro I used and which variation, and I've got my sounds changed right here to match Easter Parade. I can go to any style. I can go back here if I'm playing Easter Parade. So here I am. Any style I'm doing, if I go to R&B, and I want to do a blues rock, or I want to do a gospel party, 60s rock and roll. One more thing, when you're saving these sounds, you can save them with or without your harmony echo on. So I noticed on this one, on 2, I had a duet on. So I'm going to turn that harmony echo off because I don't want it. I'm just going to hit memory and 2 again. and there it is, saved. As I go to the next bank now, the current bank file's been changed. Do you want to save? Yes. Save. Mike's favorite 8. Okay. Name already exists. Do you want to overwrite? Yep. So that quick, you can fix a problem right in your registration memories. So if I go to 3, I go to 4. If I want harmony echo on, like here's 5, which is a theater organ. Well, it's a glockenspiel. But if I wanted harmony echo on, now I can hit direct access and harmony echo and choose if I want a duet or a full chord. And if I want that, I just hit memory 5. Now, if I go to change banks, it's going to say, hey, your bank file changed. Same thing that happened just a second ago. Save changes? Yes. Save, okay. Overwrite, yes. That quick, I can make changes. If I made any mistakes at all, saving. And I don't want that on, so I'm going to turn my harmony echo off, hit memory and 5 again. And I'm going to try and change the bank and hit yes, save, okay, yes, overwrite it, and I'm right back to normal again. Okay, so you can see how easy that is and how you're not handcuffed when you want to play any style, any sound. You've still got all your registration memories. Another great video to watch is Saving to OTS, which is customizing those 4 one-touch settings for each individual song. That's going to be a big help to you too. And I hope this video really helped you. And if you have any questions or problems, feel free to email and we'll point you to the right video. But first, go on our video lessons page. Look at all the videos that we have for the Tyros. There's 150 of them there, all titled. So that's your first step, is to go there should you have any questions. So until next week, this is Mike Mixon from Keyboardamerica.com saying have a great day, keep playing, and see you next week.